Hello Pisces, how's it going? It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and hope you guys are enjoying your day, or whenever it is you're watching me. Let's get into it, see what's going on. All right. What's going on with Pisces? Jera. Jera. Well, Jera is a good rune. Jera is talking about a cycle. Jera also talks about you reap what you sow, too. But, this is some sort of a cycle of some sort. Let's just get into it a little bit more. Menez. I like Menez. Menez is, the meaning of Menez is mankind. Yeah. And, it's also talking about, maybe some sort of isolation of some sort. Maybe, I'm thinking that this could be some sort of, I have to get another rune here, but something here, has got you misaligned, maybe. Yeah. This could also be a feeling of not, feeling supported either. You could feel maybe like you're not supported. Let's get another one. Hagalaz. Ooh. Okay, well, Hagalaz is it's kind of like the Tower card. If any of you guys watch tarot, and the old Tower card comes out, this is kind of like Hagalaz has a similar energy to it. What it means, hail, okay, and it's like a storm, and always the advice of Hagalaz is that you cannot control what other people do. You can only control what you do. So this is also talking about some sort of self-control, but it's some sort of disruption, okay? And I think that something is going to get torn down, some sort of structure that could have been built on, false assumptions or something. It could be some sort of a pause here, because you've got Menez here, in reverse too. Let's get another rune. I like the idea of Hagalaz tearing down structures or things that no longer serve you. Wunjo. Wunjo in reverse. Also, before I get into Wunjo here in reverse, I'm looking at Jera right here. This is like a long cycle, okay? It's been a long cycle, but this cycle is about ready to begin. Maybe with this upcoming eclipse. An eclipse is usually something, you know, usually some sort of light is shed during eclipses. But this is kind of like saying here that this this cycle, you can't rush it. You cannot rush it because, you know, that's why this is here. You can't, you know, you can't harvest your field too early. Otherwise, you won't be satisfied. You know what I mean? You might get one or two here. There, you know, when you pull things up out of the ground, before it's completely all harvested, you're not going to have very much. I mean, before it's ready to be harvested, I mean. You know, kind of like around here we got a lot of, you know, blackberries. And the blackberries, you know, the bushes, you see maybe one or two of them on there, but it's not really ready to be picked yet because, I mean, there's a bunch of them there that need to, you know, mature more. So let's get one more rune and then we'll talk about Wunjo there in reverse. You know, the one thing about Wunjo in reverse is it's telling you to stay positive, okay, and be patient again. And I hate to repeat myself, you guys. But yeah, this is definitely talking about, you know, being patient, okay? Yeah. Don't try to smooth anything over either, okay? Don't try to smooth something over right now. You don't need to, you know, and take the rose-colored glasses off, too. Yeah. This is really telling you here to protect you know, your energy and your inner grounding. Wunjo is very temporary. I want you to know that. You know, it means, you know, some sort of uncomfortable unhappiness here from this clearing here. But I think it's more so saying to protect your energy. And take off those rose-colored glasses, you know. This is telling you to basically to accept the current reality as it is rather than clinging on to something how you wished it would go. All right? Protect your own energy and trust this process. Trust this clearing process here of Hagalaz. It's going to clear things out nicely. It's going to clear everything out. Yeah. Yeah, just, you know, try to take peace with the harmony of, try to take peace, I guess, because I feel that, you know, this Wunjo here, it means joy and harmony and stuff like that, right? But, you know, it's saying that this clearing is going to clear away all the bad foundations. This is going to clear it all away. And this is going to flip up. This Wunjo here is going to flip up. It's a temporary rune. It's not long term. This has been long enough. This has been a very long cycle. You know, I'm talking maybe years even. What else? Othala. Okay, well, Othala is Pisces energy. But Othala talks about ancestry and home and you know, the family. What else is going on with Pisces? I want to get more into this. I can't really, you know, you could be dealing with a family member as well, but this could also have to do with the home. It was. It was. The death rune. Boom, boom. Okay, so whoever that you're dealing with is very residual, and yeah, I feel that whoever this person is going through a very a long transformation here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, I don't know, I got to get another rune. Uh-oh. Thoracisus. This is Thoracisus, Pisces. Yeah. So Thoracisus is, it's a thorn. This person's really kind of reactive. This person could feel like they're stuck in between two different states. You know what I mean? It could be a very difficult transformation that they're going through. They could feel caught in some sort of tense middle ground where fast movement is just not possible. Yeah. I feel like they're retreating here into their home. And they're being very, very protective, on guard, defensive, you know what I mean? Sharp. You know, this is talking about a sharp, this also here, Pisces, is talking about a sharp halt here, a sharp disruption. There it is, there's the thorn. Yeah, I feel like they're going through something really slow, and it could be some sort of, you know, they have their defenses up for sure, and they're definitely, you know, trying to protect themselves. So, you know, they're retreating here into Althala, into their home. It's like what I said, yeah. So for some reason or another, that person is kind of like being defensive and trying to hide out. What else is going on with Pisces? Anzus. Anzus is really positive, Pisces. This is talking about, you know, this is Odin's breath. This is God's breath. This is, you know, it's something about some sort of communication regarding this Jera. You know, the advice from what I see here, this is some sort of good news too. It could involve something, you know, that you do for a living as well. You know, Anzus talks about work too, but I'm going to pull some cards out on this and see a little bit more why it kind of looks like this. All right. Okay. What's going on with Pisces? The heart. The heart. There's the heart. I like the heart. The heart is, you know, like love, and so, you know, something that you love. Let's see what else. The bear is strong. but very strong. You know, Pisces, you could be dealing with somebody here that just has only their own self-interest. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with somebody here that just, this is kind of like what I'm feeling over here with this person. You know, they're just out for themselves. They don't care about anything else. They're out for themselves. They're very, yeah, that's kind of like what I'm feeling here. They could be just acting strictly out of their own self-interest. And it could have, you know, left you maybe standing alone with Nanez here in reverse. The book. I like the book. Okay, because the book talks about some sort of secrets. Like I said, something's shifting here. And I feel some sort of secrets are going to come out here with that. This could be some sort of secrets or something that hasn't quite yet come out. But I feel that, you know, with Hagalaz right here, this is some sort of disruption, you know, and some sort of sudden exposure or disruption. Some sort of surrounding hidden truths, information that was, you know, kept secret. It's going to come to light unexpectedly. And this Hagalaz is going to force a whole new shift on how this whole situation is understood. This is really kind of promising, really, especially since we have the heart here, and it's reminded me here of Jera, you know. What else? And the ship. The ship. Well, you know, Pisces, the ship can talk about some sort of movement or travel, okay? I feel that despite the current blockages right here with, you know, this storm, this kind of creates a bridge away from some sort of storm, you know. This is saying that, you know, you're going to be moving somewhere. Maybe some of you guys could be actually physically moving. You know, this could be an out-of-state move. Yeah, it could be, or traveling out of state. It could be something like that. Basically, you know, this whole thing here is saying to, you know, accept the unfolding truth. Because, you know, there it is right there, the book. Don't force any, you know, immediate ideal outcome, you know. Yeah. Let the truth settle in first a little bit, okay? And step back from you know, any struggles here that you have here, all right? Protect your emotional core. Yeah. Yeah, protect your heart. For sure. Let's get some other cards out here too and see what else. I'm going to pull a couple of these. Remember who you are, Pisces. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. So just know yourself, Pisces. Trust your intuition. And let everything unfold naturally. Don't try to force nothing. I hate repeating myself. I know, but I think that I'm gonna stop repeating myself after this. Or gosh, what I'm the eclipse. There we go. I had a brain skip there. Yeah. So after the eclipse, I feel I'm gonna the energy is gonna for sure shift. Okay, and so yeah, and that's not very far off, Pisces. We don't have very long, so I think it's coming up on the 12th. I'm not sure. What else is going on with Pisces? And like I said, also eclipses bring some sort of truth out. Ooh, look at this. We got the book right there. You decide. When you give yourself freely, you expand your energy. If you only give to get, it feels like a burden or a drain. Be genuine and give from your heart. Wow, look at this. The heart. I love it. What's going on with Pisces? Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Let's get one more. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Well, there you have it, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, especially if it resonated with y'all. And I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.